He wakes up in his dorm and realizes he traveled back in time. He has only 10 days before the apocalypse starts. Without wasting time, he heads straight to the hospital. News reports say an unknown virus is already driving the first patient crazy. He sneaks past doctors into a dark room with a tied-up zombie. He draws its infected blood and injects it into his arm. Extreme pain strikes and his veins bulge. The intense pain makes him collapse. He fights with all his strength to resist turning into a zombie. In his past life, he was a weakling forced to serve the goddess of darkness. He did hundreds of missions for her, but she betrayed and discarded him like trash. This time, things will be different. When he finally stands, he looks like a zombie and can barely walk. People fear him, but the symptoms disappear hours later. Thanks to the virus, he awakens his abilities early. He even gains a unique and powerful class, Virus Monarch. Now he can absorb viruses to get stronger. He just needs to find and absorb as many as possible. The hospital is the best place to find viruses, but everyone is fleeing as zombies emerge. He remembers this sealed hospital from his past life. Seeing a zombie confirms it. He grabs a zombie's face to absorb it and gains points to strengthen his abilities. Meanwhile, on the 4th floor, 2 medical staff members lock themselves in a bathroom stall to hide from zombies. One doctor is sure he is going to die. He touches the girl hiding with him to enjoy his final moments, but a zombie breaks in. The doctor uses the nurse as a shield, jumps out the window, and Chenbi watches, thinking death might be better than turning. The girl turns after being bitten. Chenbi absorbs her virus, hoping to cure her zombie traits so she can guide him. The nurse thanks Chenbi once she recovers. He asks for her help instead of thanks, and she agrees. He asks her to lead him to the lab where the viruses are stored. She is confused by his goal until she sees his veins pop while touching the virus samples. After absorbing the samples, his collection grows. His zombie virus evolves into a dark virus, boosting his strength by 200%. Its trait is to devour and evolve. A zombie attacks and he catches it barehanded. His devouring ability to make the zombie vanish into darkness. The girl is horrified but trusts him because he saved her, promising to keep his secret. She introduces herself as Susan. As authorities arrive, Chenbi heads for the roof. Susan wants to surrender, but Chenbi can't waste days in quarantine. A massive mutant zombie blocks them. Chenbi is intrigued by its presence. They fight, but the mutant is incredibly strong. Even after absorbing powers for a concentrated strike, Chenbi barely hurts it. Susan throws him an emergency axe from the facility. Even with the axe, the mutant slams Chenbi into a wall to rip him apart. Chenbi smiles. Tentacles erupt from his body, grabbing and consuming the mutant entirely. The absorption grants him new bone claw abilities. They end up cornered by authorities who order them to surrender. Realizing the guards will shoot, Chenbi grabs Susan and runs for the stairs. Though shot, Chenbi asks Susan for her address and jumps off the building, terrifying her. They arrive at her apartment. She offers to help with his gunshot wound, but it is already healing. With his shirt off, Susan notices he still has scratches and hasn't fully recovered. He says food and drink will fix him, jokingly asking if he can eat her to heal faster. She jokes back that he had plenty of chances before but chose not to. The tension draws them closer, and they share a passionate kiss. Soon, his phone buzzes with texts from people asking if he survived the hospital. Songjong clearly knows something, and it makes me curious. In my past life, she went from rags to riches and became an A-level powerhouse. Now stepping out of the car, I remember how much I used to admire her. But this time, things will be different. She will be the one following me. Soon, her subordinate introduces us. She says she was worried when we lost contact. I cut straight to the point and tell her not to waste time. She just smiles and asks if I want to be her son-in-law. Then she brings up what happened at the hospital. I'm shocked. I destroyed the cameras and power, yet she still knows. She is dangerous. She explains she tracked me from the lobby. Plus, someone trapped in Ward 3T3 during the outbreak had called her for help. But then, that person reported a powerful fighter cleared the zombies and sent a video of me. She also had another source, Luong. The scum who attacked Susan and used her as a shield. We thought he died. In the elevator, she repeats her offer. Join her or marry her daughter. I lean in close, teasing her, and say a video doesn't mean she knows me. At the top floor, I mention the zombie virus. Her guard moves to protect her, but I don't strike. She's completely caught off guard. I clarify that I just want her help. She says she won't be easy to convince. I lean in and whisper that my knowledge will make us both unstoppable if we work together. I tell her the truth about the apocalypse, and she agrees to a partnership. Suddenly, gunshots echo. The military has arrived to negotiate. They've been keeping zombies and survivors in her cold storage facility, but the zombies escaped. She's confused because the cold should have frozen them. I remember from my past life, extreme conditions make them mutate. We are dealing with mutants. A massive, multi-faced monster ignores the military's gunfire. Captain Xiao orders a grenade into its mouth, but it fails. Before he can change tactics, Xiang Shoushong stops him, telling him not to waste ammo, and lives on something they can't hurt. She orders him to protect her staff and buy time. Xiao argues that the zombies are too fast to escape safely, but she tells him to shut up and trust her plan since she's in charge. I enter the fight. My first strike sends a shockwave up my arm. I could have lost it if I wasn't careful. I use my powers to attack, but I'm barely leaving a scratch. The monster's massive size is slowing it down. Realizing I need more power, I look around and spot some frozen meat. I use my black light evolution to absorb the meat, boosting my strength and defense. The monster tries to heal, but it's only exhausting itself. Seeing it tire out, I land a massive punch. Captain Xiao is stunned. Xiong Zhong that I look just as terrifying and dangerous as the monster itself. She replies that she sees me as a partner. I tear the mutant's limbs apart, triggering another evolution mid-fight. Xiao watches in shock as two monsters clash with no clear winner. Xiao calls for backup, but the zombie is too weak to recover. Its body begins to collapse. Xiong tells Xiao to relax because I've got this handled. 10 minutes later, the soldiers point their guns at me, ready to fire on the captain's mark. But Song Zhong reminds him of his promise. Don't shoot unless I attack first. Meanwhile, my system alerts me that I defeated a rare flesh mountain zombie. I unlocked its powers and the virus injection skill. I can make a giant meat fist now, but there's no one to test it on. The real prize is the core. It can create a massive shield wall or craft strong gear. I even wonder if I should feed it to grow another monster to fight. Suddenly, a journalist named Luli calls my name. She's the one who filmed me at the hospital, and I just saved her again. She caught this fight on camera too and offers to delete it, but I tell her to keep it for later. Then, Captain Xiao demands an explanation, saying Commander Huang wants answers. Commander, I remember that tyrant from my past life. He used patriotism to hide the fact that he starved and beat weaker survivors like animals. I was one of his victims. Anyone who spoke up was branded a traitor. That's why I had to escape the city. I ask Song Zhizhong if I really need to talk to this guy. She says no, and I agree. It's too early to share anything. Xiao tells us to do our civic duty, but she snaps back, calling him a low-level leader and telling Huang to come himself. Just then, a soldier reports that a survivor is causing trouble. I realize it must be Luang. I want to see him. Luang walks out, bragging that his father is a wealthy hospital vice president and will rescue him. I tap his shoulder and inject him with the virus to test my new skill. I tell him I'm a messenger from Susan, the girl he tried to feed to the zombies. He's furious to find out she's alive and with me. I step back as he starts to turn into a zombie. He tries to punch me, but before he can transform, I crush him with my Flesh Mountain Fist. The power is even greater than I expected. I tell Song Zhong I'm leaving, but she stops me, saying a simple partnership isn't enough. She wants to get much closer. On our way back, she invites me to stay at her private villa. I agree, as long as she leaves me alone during the ride. I need to check the rewards I got from defeating that giant monster. The Rampage skill triples my stats, but cuts them in half for a day afterward. The drawback is too risky, but I also got 2 new skill books. It's time to build my own faction. Early alliances are always the strongest. I have exactly 6 coins left, just enough to unlock the system chat group. I create the group, but I can't think of a name. If I don't choose quickly, the system will just give it a random number. Chat group row 1 has been created. I smile, imagining rebuilding White Emperor City as my kingdom. 3 hours later, we arrive at her villa. I finish explaining the basics to her and she sighs, ready to make her move. She asks how she can become one of my people. I tell her straight up, I don't need dead weight. I demand absolute power and absolute loyalty. She agrees, confident in her wealth and status. I smile and tell her that old world status means nothing now. It just makes her a better slave later. Realizing her choice, she drops to her knees and accepts me as her master. Seeing a powerful woman kneel is thrilling. Her loyalty is real. I step close and give her her first task. Lingguang posts this video. Use an expert to keep it viral for the pioneers. Label it White Emperor. Lingguang tells Luli and offers a ride. Luli feels safe from zombies now because of Chengai. Chenbi answers Sing's call. Your mom is busy. Come home right now. Sing is angry, he answered and hung up. She's confused why he's ignoring her. Sezong asks her master to protect her daughter. He says, work hard and she won't turn. In the car, the mother explains everything. She tells Song to just watch what happens. They find a hidden zombie hub in a casino. I thinks it's a major event, but it's too secret. Chennai wants to kill every zombie here. He knocks and the horde rushes out. Chennai moves fast, stands on a pile of bodies, and absorbs their energy. He collects 500 viruses and trades them for serum using his talent tree. He tells the girls to use weapons, a zombie to test them, and Langu goes first. Longu is precise, but Zun needs 10 hits to kill one. Chen thinks she just got lucky. Seg fails the test and pees herself in fear. He asks why zombies gathered here. He tells Sezkyong she must train her daughter herself. He gives her a rare formula. Make the cure yourself. It's very valuable. She bows to her master. Chita checks his social media post for views. The post looks weird, but a pioneer seeking help finally replies. Han Xiao, an S-ranker, joins the group. He mentions Suakun, which gets Chenbi's attention. Suakun is an emperor level. This could be the breakthrough the group needs. Luli finds out lords are hoarding zombies at the yard. Her spy is likely dead. Luli enters the yard and finds her friends dead. Someone is watching from above. Chenbi hears Luli was caught. He asks if their secret is safe, then goes to save her. The captor threatens Luli Obi or be my toy. He offers her wine as punishment. Chenbai appears suddenly. Maybe she doesn't like wine. The man is shocked. Who are you? I'm the guy saving Luli. The man realizes Chenbai is a pioneer. Luli escapes to the car. The man's plan failed. He has the lord, but Chenbai has already taken the queen. The man asks for an alliance to create a king. Chenbai refuses. You're scum for making zombies. I'm a SS rank. You're just an S. The man attacks with a claw. Chenbai realizes it's just powerful equipment. The man lunges, but Chenbai's heavy punch sends him flying. The man thinks Chenbai is a shifter. Chenbai is still testing the man's power. They trade blows, claws against heavy punches in a fair fight. The man talks trash. Chenbai smiles. My power is already working on you. The man's stats drop fast, and he coughs Chenbai's. Virus is taking over. Chenbai starts absorbing him. Don't let me down now. Only a claw remains. Chenbai gains massive stats in the man's memories. Stats jump, plus 30 strength, plus 20 spirit, and more. He's much stronger now. He picks up the man's gear. He worked hard for this. Now it's all mine. The claw is useful and comes with a blueprint. Chenbai takes the prize. He goes outside to meet Sun Zukyong. He has come far from E rank to SSS and is now ready for the trial. Later at Sezukong's place, the countdown to the trial begins. The girls return after finishing all the tasks Chenbi gave them. They scouted the villa area to prepare for doomsday. Susan made a list of needed resources. Song takes the list and messages the group, reminding that skills do not make them invincible. The Awakeners wait anxiously, each counting down the time. With 10 seconds left, Qianbai calls the girls to the window to watch the silence break. Buildings crumble and the moon goes dark. The Blue Star Doomsday trial has officially begun. Enby warns the group that survivors will evolve and gain powers, but dangerous new enemies will fight them for resources. The trial is brutal, but it offers secret realms and rare gifts. It is a dangerous chance to grow. Suddenly, Chennai hears a sound from the hourglass. It wants to bind with him, but he must keep it hidden. He tells everyone to leave, but turns around to find them completely frozen. He looks outside. Planes and people are frozen solid mid-action. A screen appears as the hourglass glows. It offers a soul bind and shows a time travel skill, making Chenbi realize how he revived. There is also a hidden skill with a short 1-hour cooldown, making Chenbi smile. Time restarts. The group asks what he wanted to say, and he tells them to monitor and clear the area by morning. The next day, the girls awaken their new powers, while most people around them turn into zombies. Song activates her S-rank Amethyst Eye, which turns objects to crystal and heavily boosts her stats. With her massive stats, she easily defeats multiple zombies. They are no match for her. Stella awakens as an A-rank assassin. Her breath becomes hidden, and her speed increases as she cleanly takes down threats. Meanwhile, Susan uses her support ability from the serum to heal and help the remaining survivors. Chenbi is happy with their progress. He leaves Laura in charge of coordinating the group. Chenbi says goodbye and speeds toward Jiancheng City University. A major sign appeared there in his past life, and he won't miss it. He arrives at the spot where a god's avatar has descended. Suddenly, a figure stops him from behind and offers a simple trade. Chennai recognizes him instantly and deeply respects his well-known generosity. This person is none other than Lord Lotto, the god of trading. Impressed, Lord Lotto gives him a gold merchant card. Finding Lotto easily fooled, Chennai flatters him and shows him rare S-rank items. But Chennai admits he cannot afford these items yet, which makes perfect sense for the early days of the trial. Lotto tells him to work hard. Chenbi suggests the gods should invest in him, showing deep knowledge of the trial and catching Lotto's attention with his triple S-rank talent. Intrigued, Lotto gives Chenbi a special huss mission to prove himself. He offers a gold coin to summon him once it is done. Chenbi asks to see the treasure first. Lotto shows him an item that enhances 2 abilities at the same time. Lord Lotto leaves, and Chennai checks what he needs to do to prove himself. He must clear a hidden secret realm at the university. Since he does not remember this realm from his past life, he cannot cheat using future knowledge. At the gym, a bully has beaten up the students, forcing them to strip and begs to be his slaves. When the students resist, he threatens to kill them quickly instead. His girlfriend tries to stop him, but he violently hits her into a corner. Chennai arrives, quickly spots the bully responsible for the mess, and confronts him. Without hesitation, Chennai lands a brutal punch to punish him. The bullies lags attack, but they are too weak. Chennai easily defeats them all and asks who belongs to the medical facility. The panicked students scatter and explain themselves until someone nervously points to the bully's girlfriend. The girl begs for her life, saying she did nothing wrong. Chenbi learns she tried to help people during the chaos. He tells the group to leave but orders the girl to stay behind. He points the group toward Dongshan Villa. The students are shocked. The city is full of zombies, and going out there looks like a death trap. Chenbi tells them he already cleared most of the zombies on his way here. He reminds them that they survived the trial and must face their fears to get ready for worse monsters ahead. He tells them to use his name when they reach the villa, so the people there will help them. The girl wants to go too, but Chenbi makes her stay to help him, making her worry he has bad intentions. But Chenbi just wants details about the medical department. He tells her he isn't interested in her at all, and even mocks her past. She angrily snaps back, saying her name is completely clean. Her reaction makes Chenbi smile. Chenbi asks for the layout of the medical building. She explains that the third floor of the research lab is restricted to professors and holds virus samples. She says the only secret spots are Mr. Oshi's house and the old incinerator. Inside the lab, Chenbi finds a gold mine of test tubes. He grabs several flu virus samples, planning to use his points to upgrade them into a skill. The upgrade works great. It is a ranged skill that freezes an enemy's stats and stops them in their tracks. He still has plenty of points left. Knowing the next trial will be hard, he upgrades more skills. His black light virus lets him stick to walls and improves his balance. Another upgrade boosts his focus, reflexes, and muscle control. He punches a wall to test his new strength, cracking it from just millimeters away. This terrifies the girl. She realizes he was holding back his real power this whole time. Done here, Chenbi decides to head to Mr. Oshi's place. The dark, powerless building scares the girl. They find a set of double doors and Chenbi tells her to wait. He senses a portal seal that looks like a dungeon entrance. A system screen appears, showing the dungeon is recommended for levels 5 to 10. He accepts and steps inside. If he clears it, the dungeon becomes permanent. If he fails within 2 days, it disappears forever. This explains why he never heard of this hidden incinerator dungeon in his past life. As he enters, monsters rush at him with their claws raised. Even though 4 multi-limbed monsters and zombies attack, Chenbi easily dominates the fight. They have strong moves, but they are way too slow for him. He expected a real fight, but they are too slow to be fun. He wipes them out quickly and gains a massive amount of experience points. The system screen keeps updating as his stats rise, and he takes down every monster except one. He calls out the main monster saying all its minions are dead. A tiny shy piece of meat comes out of a machine. Sensing it will transform, Chenbi tries to use his flu virus, but it has no effect. He has to wait for it to change. The meat turns into a wild monster that charges him with full force. Both insane healing powers. Clashing with it, Chenbi realizes he hasn't fought at full power since his rebirth, so he decides to use this fight to test his limits. The monster seems immortal with its endless healing, but after an hour of fighting, its regeneration finally starts to slow down. They fight for another hour, and Chenbi beats the monster to a pulp. An hour later, it shrinks back to its original tiny size, barely alive. With its healing gone, Chenbi crushes the level 8 monster, gaining 10,000 EXP and 2 stat points. He stays alert until the system confirms the dungeon is cleared and permanent. He gets an option to upload the battle video. For a copper coin, he hides his face, posts it anonymously. Across the region, his followers see that Evolver White uploaded a level 5 to 10 dungeon guide. Everyone watches in shock and excitement. Back in the dungeon, he absorbs the mutant and gets 300 black light virus evolution points. These special points can only be used to upgrade his black light abilities. His recovery speed jumps by 300%, allowing him to grow back lost limbs. This becomes a permanent passive rank skill. Next, Chenbi checks the boss drops. He gets several items, including a rank A biodemon class scroll with its own pros and cons. He also finds a genetic essence that works like a skill bonus and drinks it right away. He finds a strange item called faceless skin, which changes the wearer's appearance and improves their body shape over time. He gets common under armor gear and a cell boosting skill book. Since the book is useless to him, he puts it up for trade. Ready to leave, he just needs to bring a piece of the boss to the Goblin God. He thought the dungeon would be harder since he finished it in 1 day. But he remembers Lord Liato calling him a satisfying harvest and realizes there might be a hidden secret. He goes back to check the regular-looking incinerator. He spots an odd pipe that is longer than the rooms is tall and goes inside to investigate. It leads to a dead end. He touches the wall, thinking the pipe might be a distraction. Suddenly, a face appears on the wall. Chenbi's instincts kick in and he punches it. It turns out to be a mask item. There is no description, meaning it is likely a SSS rank item linked to the gods. This must be what Lord Liato wanted, so Chenbi decides to keep it for himself. He exits the dungeon to find the girl waiting. She has already watched his video and is amazed by his incredible power. Since the video cost 1 copper coin to watch, Chenbi checks his earnings. The screen shows a massive 816 gold, 93 silver and 15 copper coins. Still, he needs 1,000 gold to unlock his universal storage, so he must turn in his quest first. Since it's night, they need a safe place to stay. She suggests a nearby hotel to spend the night. Once there, she tries on different outfits to seduce him, but he finds most of them too childish. However, she puts on a costume with a horsetail, which finally catches Chenbi's attention. I got 1,000 coins, so I can use the universal storage now. The mask is safe inside. Time for the next mission. By throwing this gold coin, I summon Lord Leto, the goblin god of trade. I remember from my past life that Lord Leto rewards emotions if he finds you valuable. You're fast, kid, Leto says as he appears. I show him the monster limb from last night to prove my success. Took you all night. Do you even want the scroll? Leto asks. You threw me into a nightmare dungeon without warning, I reply. Anyone else would be dead. Leto smiles. That was the test. Only the worthy get the treasure. Pick any B rank reward or lower, Leto says. The next task is the battle round. I choose the recovery blueprint scroll. Take it, the god commands. The final task, get 2 SSS rank class scrolls. Are you serious? That's insanely hard. The ultimate prize is my best asset, Leto says. I won't give it up easily. SSS rank is legendary, even for gods. But I accept the challenge. A giant rat attacks the city. Its stats are 4 times higher than normal. It's too strong, our people can't fight it, Ling Shuang whispers from the shadows. Suddenly, the rat notices them and attacks. They barely escape. As the rat strikes again, I crash down from the sky and smash its head. Ling Shuang, clear the area and pay for damages, I order. Xiong, come with me. We need to talk. After the zombies, giant rats attacked from the east. 6 warehouses are gone, and over 100 people died, Xiong says, handing over the list. I'll handle this monster threat myself. Go get some rest. Wait, meet Ling Ling. We rescued her and she wants to serve you, Xiong says. Xiong, leave. Ling Ling, stay, I reply. She's a law student. Let's see how sharp this lawyer really is. Show me what you can do up close, I tell her. Afterward, I look out the window at the city view. Ling Ling, come here. Look at these districts. She focuses entirely on serving me. I need you to scan the hillside and lower mountain areas. I instruct, redirecting her. You need to make different laws and rules for each zone. I want to test her real skills. Once the planning is done, we get close again. This must be where the mutant rats are coming from. There's a nest right inside the sewer. I could handle this alone, but I brought my men so they can learn to protect the villa when I'm gone. They kneel before me in total loyalty. I appreciate the loyalty, but call me brother instead of master, I tell them. I step into the water, walk to the entrance, and rip the steel cage apart. Sewer mission. Kill all mutant rats, defeat the Rat King, and find the source. Do you see the notification? They nod, focused on the quest and rewards. We walk inside with torches. Suddenly a swarm of rats rushes us. Get ready, I yell, slashing with my zombie claws acquired. Rat skin skill. Check the bodies to make sure they're dead. The team checks the bodies. We quickly clear 16 different pipeline sections one by one. We hear another rat coming. Zaisong, scout ahead and attack first. I'll sit this one out, I say. She looks terrified. It's a level 7 mutated beast, a boss. Before she can scan its stats, the rat lunges at her. I jump in and slice it with my claws to save her. Plague boots, poison protection, and attribute boost. I equip the boots, which project an aura of terror. Let's move on and find the source of this mutation. I tell the team, we've searched the sewers 5 times. The virus levels are rising constantly, and even new evolvers can catch it. The mutation source must be very close. Stop here and go back, I command. The virus is too strong now. Following me further will kill you. The source must be insane. I'm standing in a pool of pure virus. Ahead, I spot a corpse. Concentration is highest right there. The scroll in its hand must be the plague source. I open it, but there's complete silence. No notifications or skills. It's just a message from a plague cult about a high priest sacrificing himself for a new god. Never heard of this cult in my past life. Strange. But I'll focus on absorbing these viruses first to max out my skills. Whoa, my body is reacting violently. Notification. Sewer mission complete. You have obtained the Plague Seal. New SSS rank mission. Plague Cult. Objective. Find a plague bringer and test the cult's leader. I'm finally strong enough to face him. Suddenly, a dungeon portal opens. Let's inspect it before heading in. Difficulty dungeon. Generation time. Normal mode. Levels 110, 3 entries per day. Xiong stares at the dungeon in thought. I walk up behind her. You're the perfect candidate to enter this place, I say. Other evolvers arrive. The dungeon is small, so only 4 to 8 people can enter at a time, I instruct. Survival is more important than loot. I'll go with you, but I'll only help if it's absolutely necessary. This is your chance to grow. Join the White Emperor Palace chat group, I say. They gasp when they see my member. Number is 001. Don't worry, it's just the order of who evolved first, I explain. Why didn't you invite me? Song asks. You peed yourself fighting zombies, I remind her. I can't have dead weight in my inner circle. I've grown since then. I'm not that weak little girl anymore, she claims. Words are cheap. Enter the dungeon and prove it to me, I reply. Inside, giant rats charge us. Stay back, I've got this, San shouts, rushing forward alone. I realize I don't even know their new talents yet. Luli can create unlimited illusions based on her imagination. San's talent is a C-rank boost that speeds up her experience growth. Luli's skills seems better for combat, but San clears giant rats instantly. They're way tougher than zombies, yet she handled them. She's proved her worth to join my inner circle. Her pride is hurt, but Song hides her eagerness. That's fine. I know exactly how to handle her. Song's mother reveals she was jealous. Meanwhile, Song joins the White Emperor Palace as the 26th and 20th Evolver. Blushing, she runs off to fight monsters, leaving Sunzi sure she'll call him daddy soon. Song's mother understands that in this messed up world, her daughter needs someone powerful like Chenbai to protect her. In a luxury hotel tub, a girl thanks Chenbai for his survival tips. Suddenly, she gets an alert that he cleared the sewer dungeon and rushes to watch the video, even if it costs her last coins. She looks annoyed seeing so many girls crowding around him. Other evolvers watch the clip from their bases, fast-forwarding straight to Chenbai's action. An S-ranker and his friends watch Chenbai one-shot a level 10 boss. The friends are confused by his raw strength, but the S-ranker warns them that Chenbai is far stronger than him. Meanwhile, Chenbai discusses economic and trade rules for the regions with Songzi Chong. After agreeing, she asks for more orders. He shows her the demonic flesh ball he got on their first day. She realizes he wants to build a wall that eats flesh to grow endlessly. Chenbai nods, saying they can take over a massive area fast. He then shows her the items from Lord Leto's quest. He shows her a disguise cloth that alters appearance. Amidst the gear talk, Songzi Chong teases him about his happiness, hinting that San will call him daddy soon. After Chenbai gears up and heads back to the sewer dungeon to farm equipment efficiently. Suddenly, a user named Dreamy messages him for advice. He asks for her stats, though he doesn't remember her name. To his shock, Dreamy is actually Dream Butterfly, a SSS rank evolver with infinite growth talent. She explains she can manipulate dreams and invite others using a dream totem. Chenbai is interested but hesitant, knowing he will have zero control inside her dream world. Dreamy offers 10 gold coins to system contract. Confused by her wealth, Chenbai needs help. She reveals that monsters she kills in dreams die in reality, letting her farm gold easily. She also offers a rare skill book. Her real issue is that she is powerless in reality. In this world, if she doesn't get strong outside of dreams, she will die soon. This confirms Chenbai's theory that she died early in his past life. He can't pass up this chance to ally with such a powerful asset under a secure contract. In a private room, Chenbai stares at a photo to trigger the dream sequence. Following Dreamy's instructions, he focuses on it for 3 minutes. The dream starts. A cute girl appears and introduces herself as Meng Meng. Chenbai greets her but notes her cozy toy-filled bedroom isn't fit for training. She surprises him by showing a massive, fully equipped gym nearby. Meng Meng clarifies she doesn't own this world. She's just a dream walker who shapes it. Walking to the gym, she looks like a middle schooler. She replies she was a novelist before the apocalypse. Knowing she wants to get stronger, Chenbai tells her they must spar. However, her high mental power translates to a physical strength of 48 inside the dream. Unfazed, Chenbai tells her to attack with everything. She throws a heavy punch, but he easily sidesteps. He instantly realizes she has zero weight control or combat training. He starts teaching her the basics of balance, targeting, punching, and kicking. Meng admits she is terrible, but Chenbai smiles and tells her to keep trying. Later, Song Zichong tells Chenbai the new base rules are posted. Satisfied, he names her deputy and says he's leaving tomorrow. She teases him to return soon. To prevent chaos, Chenbai calls a meeting to channel everyone's energy into work. That night, the girls get flirtatious, but Chenbai asserts his authority and gets ready to leave. Just then, Liang Shuang approaches him with urgent news. Protesters gather at the mountain base, led by Chenbai's old classmate, Liu Cheng. Objects to the 1 copper coin fee for security. Arguing Chenbai's resources freely, Chenbai gives everyone 3 minutes to follow rules or leave. Liu Cheng refuses to budge, relying on public support. The guards mock him for being too weak to even kill 1 zombie for a coin. Infuriated, Liu Cheng threatens them as he's forced out. Chenbai knows he'll regret it. Chenbai steps forward and transforms his hand into a giant zombie claw, ready to end the defiance instantly. The guards state they only protect those who follow rules. Suddenly, the crowd realizes there is only 1 minute left. Panic spreads. The crowd drops to their knees, begging for mercy. For challenging him, Chenbai raises their tax to 5 copper coins for the first month. He leaves Lin Guang in charge of handling the rest. Meng Meng messages Chenbai saying her real body can't keep up with her mental powers. He tells her to be patient and promises to find a strength training book. Learning they are nearby, he offers to pick her up. He remembers an S-rank quest near her city from his past life, a perfect chance to grab rare materials and intel. At a hotel in Jiangcheng, a group of survivors check their remaining supplies. They only have 3 days left after losing 5 men to a terrifying super zombie. With that armored, monstrous zombie hunting downstairs, they don't dare go below the 10th floor. They spot a moving shadow and hide, but one realizes, wait, that's a human. Walking around with a killer mutant nearby seems insane, but Wei Shiwei is certain it's a person. Leaping across rooftops, Chenbai spots the mutant zombie, a tyrant. He grins, knowing he has the perfect counter for it. Watching from the hotel, Wei Shiwei's friends gasp as Chenbai unleashes a giant claw. I knew it, one mutters. He's a monster too. But Chenzi easily takes down the tyrant, activating a new skill called Shield, along with his muscle enhancement. Suddenly, someone calls his name from a window. Chenbai looks up but sees no one on the balcony. Her friend pulls her back, warning her not to get them all killed. Suddenly, a voice from outside the drapes asks, "Who called me?" Wei Shiwei opens the curtains to find Chenbai hanging from the window by his claw. Wei Shou is Song's best friend and asks how she is. The group meets and explains he sets up a safe settlement at Dansheng Villas. He says, Song Shichong is helping him care for survivors. The friends don't believe the queen would help a boy, but Chenai tells them to go see for themselves. More students arrive, including Chang, Long, and Zhou. Many classmates are nearby but blocked by a giant zombie. Long wants to go to the settlement but asks Chenbi to clear the dangerous path. Chenbi says the settlement costs 1 copper coin a day per person, but Chenbi is busy. He only helped because a dangerous monster is nearby. Still, he gives a few basic items to Chiang, Zhoumu, and Wei Shiwi so they can reach the settlement on their own. Now that they know their way, they don't need him anymore. Chenbi leaves to finish his own business. As he leaves, Chenbai gets a text from Dreamy. She wants to talk about King Han's complaints in the group chat and thinks she can help. Meanwhile, the other students plan their move. They need to cross the entire Zhangcheng area to reach safety. Suddenly, Chenai climbs back in through the window. He asks for a room, and Chi Zhang gives him his own. Before Chenbai can rest, Wei Shui runs up and asks for San's evolution number. Qiang decides to ask for Chenai's number too. Qiang laughs at first, but stops when he hears it's 01. Everyone is shocked to find out it's true. They realize how lucky Chenai is to be the very first evolver. They remember his weird past messages, like asking to change the exam date. It helped them prepare back then, but now they realize the scary truth. Chenai knew about the end of the world from the start. They agree his advice was helpful anyway. Suddenly, Wei Wei's face turns bright red for no clear reason. It turns out she was talking to San after getting her contact info from Chenbi. San shocks her by assuming Wei is also sleeping with Chenbi. San is glad she isn't the only one calling him Daddy. Thinking about this, Wei walks down the hall and stops outside Chenbi's room, where she hears someone talking about him. The guy says Chenai's story sounds strange and has too many holes. Even though Chenbi helped them, they still don't trust him, but their true plans are a secret. In the dream world, Chenai visits King Han's place. Han is relaxed and apologizes. Chenai meets Han Xiao and Crow, an SS rank fear user. Crow explains he is filling in because Dreamy could only bring one extra person into the dream world. Even though Han Xiao is an S-rank evolver, his weak mind control makes him the weakest one there. Still, Chenbai stays positive. Instead, he says Han is lucky that Dreamy's dream walking improved so fast. 2 days ago, she couldn't bring anyone to her space, but now she can gather everyone in her house with a new upgrade. To save time, Chenai asks why Han was complaining so much. It turns out Han got a special mission meant just for him. Han found a file from Red Star Mental Hospital in his dad's things. It mentioned a weird aunt and a family mental illness. The system asked him about the symptoms and if his powers are genetic, hinting the answers are at the hospital. Soon, the group arrives at the hospital, which is now a dungeon. Han says he can't clear this nightmare-level mission alone. Ever since his first time here, he feels like someone is watching him and wants to steal his things. Chenai takes charge and starts the dungeon. They enter and see the first monsters are small and weak, but Chenai tells everyone to stay alert anyway. A crazy nurse with a syringe attacks. Crow uses his fear power on her. He is so terrifying that the monster explodes instantly. Chenbi thinks Crow acts like a real villain. The monster drops a sonic skill. Chenbi suggests Han or Meng take it. Han refuses, so Meng grabs it. Chenbi tells her to use it right away to lure out all the monsters at once so they don't have to hunt them. Chenai gives the order and Meng sets off the sonic blast. The 4 heroes face a massive army of monsters. Meng is new to fighting and gets scared, but Chenfi tells her to trust him. Meanwhile, Chenai is excited to try out his upgraded skills. Everyone gets ready to fight. Han uses floating knives the enemy, while Crow uses dark shadows to choke them. Meng gets a rocket launcher and suddenly feels much better. There are too many monsters, and they aren't sure if Meng's dream creations can stop them all. Crow wonders why Chenbi is just standing there with his claws out, waiting. Chenbi wants to max out a skill, but it takes too long to load during a fight. Suddenly, he gets an alert that his earth spikes are fully charged. Moments later, he destroys every monster in sight by summoning hundreds of giant earth spikes. Han sees 2 monsters sneaking up behind Chenbi and tries to attack, but Chenbi left them alive on purpose. He traps the 2 crazy nurses and uses his black light power to read their painful memories. The nurse's memory shows the number 16 and human sacrifices to summon demons. Chenbi remembers a demon dungeon from his past life. He ignored it back then because his level was too high, but now he has to face it. They check every floor and clear out the monsters, but the dungeon boss is still missing. Crow jokes that the boss is too scared to show up. Suddenly, a voice from the dark calls him arrogant. The group gets ready. A demon in glasses steps out, claiming to be the hospital director, calls himself the messenger of Solomon, the 16th pillar, and a servant of the demon god. The demon wants to sacrifice them to his master, but offers to spare Meng if she carries the demon lord's child. Chenbai insults him, calling him a weak monster pretending to be a god. The demon laughs and prays to his master for more power. Crow falls to his knees in panic, and Meng struggles against a mental attack. Chenai realizes the demon uses mind torture. While Chenai has strong defense, he doesn't have any mental attacks to fight back. Instead, he brings out his claws and charges at the demon. Suddenly, everything turns red as they fall into a dark world of black fire. Chenbi blocks the flames with arm shields, but struggles to land a hit. The demon smiles, confident Chenbi will break under the pressure. Han smirks, unaffected by the pressure. He uses his skills to shield his team from the pain, earning annoyed glares for not doing it sooner. Hearing his name, the demon realizes Hashao is a descendant of his master's bloodline. Han tries to fake a family bond, but the demon doesn't buy it. He calls Han a traitor and vows to burn him to ashes. Hoping for a reward, the demon charges up a deadly black flame attack. The team knows they can't survive it. Suddenly, the demon coughs up the fire instead of breathing it out. Chenbi laughs at him. Chenbi's earlier scratch infected the demon with a virus. Now the demon can only sneeze instead of breathing fire, triggering a Phase 1 lung infection. The virus ruins his speed and accuracy. At half health, Phase 2 will trigger multiple diseases. The demon is already collapsing from the sneezing fit. Phase 3 hits, and the demon can't breathe. His dreams of becoming a higher being are completely ruined. The boss is defeated. Chenbi gains 30,000 XP. He turns around to find his team hiding, terrified of catching his virus. Chenbi tells them the virus only spreads if he wants it to. Impressed, the team praises him, but he shrugs it off. The dungeon is cleared, but Han's mission tracker hasn't updated. Chenbi realizes there must be another clue nearby. They blur their faces and upload the dungeon video for 5 copper coins a view. It goes viral instantly. Students at the hotel watch the clip. They recognize the White Emperor's claws, but can't believe it's Chenbi since he's supposed to be asleep next door. Rumors spread. Some call Chenbi a fraud, while others argue the video doesn't prove the settlement is real. Leon bears a grudge because Chenbi refused to share loot. Suddenly, Wai interrupts, telling everyone to look at the new video sent by San. The clip shows a wall of flesh-eating corpses, a defense system for the settlement. Songjo paid a lot to post this 10-minute proof, explaining how to enter for 1 copper coin. Songjo shows off the secure villa zone and calls Chenbi a womanizer who would gladly welcome Wei Shuer inside. Jokes aside, she wants her best friend to join her so they can level up together. Watching the video, Wei instantly regrets sharing it before checking it first. Seeing her discomfort, a boy confesses his love and warns her to stay away from Chenbi. But he has been rejected so many times that Wei completely ignores him. In the dream world, Chenbi finds a special blood factor on the director that can upgrade his body and virus. Chenbi gains 2 health-related skills and saves the rare blood factor in a test tube for future evolution. Han finds a Hell Messenger scroll and shares the loot. Now they just need to find his final mission clue. Inside the office, they find a massive statue of Gapai, the 16th demon of Solomon. A powerful aura proves the real demon is linked to it. Chenbi wonders how to summon it. Legend says a Han family girl loved Gapai's avatar, cursing the lineage to always bear boy and girl twins. The boys live normal lives, but the girls are destined to become Gapai's eternal brides, resetting with every new generation. 10 years ago, Han's father tried to kill his daughter to break the curse. The director stopped him, stripping the father of his bloodline for treason. Han's sister was taken by the director to be raised, earning the director demon blood as a reward. Meng reads this from a journal. Han thanks her, hating long stories. Meanwhile, Chenbi pulls a hidden lever on the statue, opening a deep underground passage. The hidden room goes down several floors. It looks like a chamber used to contact or summon Gapai. They find a bloody teleportation seal. Chenbi takes its core, which can summon Gapai at a cost of 16 lives. Gapai's level would cap at 12, but the dungeon difficulty would skyrocket. None of them are past level 8. Chenbi warns the excited team that summoning Gapai right now would be suicide. They agree to return after leveling up. Crow asks to join next time and Meng immediately agrees. Han senses this curse isn't from the apocalypse, but part of a deeper reality. Chenbi asks him to explain. Han remembers his father turning into a strange glowing plague zombie, which triggered Han's psychic powers. Han suspects the plague came from his father's old factory. Reminded of his own plague mission, B asks Han to take him to Shanghai. Later, Chenbi wakes up in his hotel room surrounded by passed out people. Chenbi explains he used a non-lethal virus to keep people away, then cures their debuffs. Wei warns him that a jealous creep named Zhang Luping came to kill him over the settlement videos. Wei asks Chenbi to help her teach the creep a lesson. They kiss right in front of the defeated boy. Later, Chenbi gets a call from Xixi Chong about a legendary pre-apocalypse pioneer group under his control. He asks for details on the viral Grouper 1 posts. People suspect its members were evolvers before the end of the world. Chenbi decides it's time to make Group 01 famous. Chenbi walks through a dead forest. Soon he stands in a creepy area full of skulls and bones. A system prompt warns him he entered a secret demon-worshipping village. He remembers it from an S-rank quest in his past life. His tasks were to stop the ritual, kill corrupted villagers, and hunt the demons. In past life, Chen Yichang sacrificed his own team to weaken the monsters for easy loot. By the time they realized the trick, it was too late. Chen Yichang hunted down anyone who fled, turning it into a brutal game of death. Chen Yichang only fought the weakened demon after everyone else died. Chenbi was the sole survivor but kept quiet to stay alive. Carefully, he reached the edge of the secret land. He finished the first 2 tasks, allowing him to leave. Right before he escaped, the demon died. He got a share of the points and even snagged the main piece of the S-rank scroll. Their trick cost them the best loot. Chen Yichang hunted for the thief, but Chenbi had already escaped. In the present, Chenbi smiles thinking about it. His smile fades when he sees a dead villager. Someone is already here. In his past life, Chen Yichang came 2 months later. Who found it so early? It turns out Chen Yichang's followers are already here. They finished task 2 and plan to return for the boss later. Chenbi bumps into them. The men notice the outsider but want nothing to do with him. They warn him about a level 11 beast. Chenbi meets the demon, who mocks him for walking straight to his death. But Chenbi is confident. He killed many demons in his past life and knows exactly how they move. Soon a notification shows Chenbi killed the level 11 boss, completing task 3. He just beat a C-grade demon. The others see task 3 is done and they got free points. They notice Chenbi devoured the demon's body but left the bloodline alone. Chenbi asks if they came back for the loot. Chen Yichang acts humble, saying Chenbi deserves it. Amused, Chenbi gives him all the rewards, including the rare scroll he wanted in his past life. Chen Yichang insists Chenbi won the fight. His team looks skeptical. Knowing how valuable the high-level items are, Chenbi plays along, remembering Chen's past lies, while Chen tries to act friendly. Chen wants to avoid overlapping territories. Chen Shui says his area is Jiangchang. Chen confirms he is clearing the west side, which Chenbi knows means he plans to slaughter everyone there. Mengming messages Chenbi that thugs are searching houses and approaching her place. Chenbi tells her to lock the door, suspecting they are killing everyone. Furious, Chenbi stops playing nice. His virus tentacles wrap around Chen Yichang, devouring him as he screams. Chenbi absorbs his memories but can't find the way to Mengming. He spares one teammate to act as a guide. Meanwhile, Mengming holds a baseball bat, terrified by a knock at her door. The men outside threaten to break in. She warns them to leave or face the consequences. They try to break in, so she unleashes a powerful sonic wave. The attack drains her, leaving her weak and voiceless on her knees. Deafened but alive, the attackers call for backup, knowing she cannot use that move again soon. 10 minutes later, they violently smash the door open and burst inside. They mock her creepily. Mengming realizes she has just enough energy left to use her black flame ability. With a final push, she blasts them to hell. She remembers Chenbi's advice that unbalanced stats are a weakness. More backup arrives. Dizzy and helpless, she crawls toward the window to jump rather than get caught. But they grab her before she can escape. She cries for help. Suddenly, the window shatters as Chenbi crashes through. Weakly, she apologizes for being a slow learner. Chenbi comforts her, saying she did great. His terrifying glare makes the intruders back away in fear, and they flee. He places her on a couch. Outside, more thugs gather, thinking they can take him if they attack together. Moments later, the walls shatter from the brutal beatdown Chenbi delivers. Ming is barely conscious from exhaustion. As Chenbi holds her hand to comfort her, a thug charges with an axe. Chenbi kicks the attacker straight through the wall. An hour later, Mengming starts to look better. Chenbi hears footsteps and prepares to strike, but recognizes his guide, Zhang Long. Zhang Long explains he lured the thugs here on purpose so Chenbi could wipe them out. Since only his own neutral faction remains, Zhang Long begs for mercy, explaining he was blackmailed to protect his family. Remembering Zhang Long's past warning and talent, Chenbi offers him and his family's safety in Zhang. Zhang Long hesitates because he wants to save the other enslaved families. Chenbi understands, but since moving everyone is too hard, he tells Zhang Long to run the settlement himself. Chenbi tosses him a strength-boosting potion and adds as a friend to stay updated. Now it's up to Zhang Long to run the area or relocate later. After Zhang Long leaves, Chenbi feels a strong sense of curiosity. He checks his inventory and notices the incinerator mask changed its expression. He is sure he didn't trigger it himself. The only new items are the scroll and the demon blood. The mask seems hungry for the demon blood, staring at it with an open mouth. Since the blood is useless to him, he decides to feed it as an experiment. After eating the blood, the mask's scary look turns into a creepy, cheerful smile, giving Chenbi the chills. Then the mask suddenly spits something out. A notification states the clot is pure demon blood that boosts strength. To unlock his quest, Chenbi must defeat 100 lower and 100 fallen demons in the abyss. Meanwhile, Meng wakes up feeling too weak and running out of local dungeons. She feels too weak to look for new dungeons. Chenbi suggests she follow him to Jiang's city, where dungeons are plentiful, and asks for her thoughts. She agrees happily. He suddenly picks her up and tells her to hold on tight, because they are going to move incredibly fast. In an instant, they arrive at the demon village entrance. Chenbi explains that uncleared secret realms lack entry prompts, making them dangerous. Dreamy figures he wants her to bait the monsters. He reminds her to think carefully before acting, then orders her to wait at the entrance. The mission changed. Now he must also kill all followers and dark priests. Since he has no potions, he decides to target the boss first. A dark priest notices him and warns Chenbi to stop trespassing. Moments later, Chenbi absorbs the dark priest and easily wipes out the rest. Motivated to absorb more demon bloodlines, Chenbi presses on. He notices that only mini-bosses drop the bloodline potions. Dreamy admires her master, hoping he hasn't forgotten that he left her behind. Suddenly, Chenbi calls out, telling her to use her strongest skill and promising she won't get hurt. Dreamy unleashes a deadly sonic wave, killing the corrupted villagers. She gains attribute points and reaches level 6.5, while Chenbi reaches level 9. Suddenly, Sun Zicheng video calls them for emergency help, saying someone claiming to be Lord Leto is trying to enter. Lord Leto offers a Silver City founding order for a tax-free guild branch. Sunzi Chong warns it will attract monster tax and asks to wait for Chenbi. Chenbi tells her to use his name to buy time and prove herself. Moments later, Chenbi shows Dreamy several items that can boost her stats and tells her to use whatever she needs. Chenbi needs to rush back at full speed, which Dreamy can't handle. She puts on multiple gear items to boost her stats and defense. Back at the villa, Sun Zicheng accepts Lord Investment. Leto praises her management, and she flatters him back, mentioning a major fan of his is returning. She reveals Chenbi's name too quickly. Hearing this, Leto changes his plans and doubles down, upgrading the offer to a Golden City founding order. Song receives the mission notification. They have 1 day to prepare before a massive monster siege begins. If they survive 5 days, the area becomes an official city. Despite the extreme danger, she accepts. Chenbi returns just the monsters begin to gather. With only 20 minutes left, they prepare their defenses and ready the plague suit. Meng is placed in the resting quarters. As they prepare, Chenbi thanks Sun Zicheng for managing everything so well. She playfully teases him for bringing back another beautiful girl. Chenbi replies that she is a fellow SSS rank evolver who will be vital to their defense. It's time to face the monsters. The sheer variety of the zombies intrigues Chenbi. In his past life, his city was only B class, and the siege was nothing compared to this. Standing on the wall, he smiles with only 3 minutes left. Meanwhile, Sun Zicheng uses a megaphone to announce the 5-day siege to the citizens, telling everyone to stay calm. They have hundreds of B-class fighters and a dozen A and S rank ability holders, not to mention 2 powerful SSS rankers. Confident in their walls and resolve, she declares they will become the best settlement in the world. She rallies everyone for the siege starting in 1 minute. Chenbi is impressed and has Luli start live stream. The global chat instantly floods with excitement. As the countdown ticks down, they discuss why they didn't clear out the zombies earlier while they were still weak. Chenbi wanted them to grow stronger because the rewards and experience points would triple. As the siege begins, he unleashes plague attacks to spread infections. Even though the initial damage is low, he still believes in the effectiveness of the strategy. He suddenly notices the infected zombies separating themselves from the crowd. This coordination means a zombie lord is controlling them. Hunting the zombie lord risks frontline casualties, but letting the horde surround them will cause even more damage anyway. Taking out the boss is crucial to minimizing losses. It's time to call in Meng. Song wakes up dreamy and explains the situation. Chenbi gives her a clear order. Locate the zombie lord through the dream world. He describes the lord's appearance and warns of its mental powers. Dreamy understands and asks not to be disturbed while she sleeps. Song is baffled by her sleeping during a siege. In the dream space, Dreamy rains rocks down on the zombies before hunting the lord. By evening, Sun Zicheng reports only minor wall damage and 0 casualties, urging Chenbi to rest. Chenbi warns that special zombies are still out there and the lord has hidden tricks. When Dreamy arrives, he orders livestream to look away to hide her unique abilities. Dreamy only found a general direction but provides a map showing hundreds of special stage, 2 surrounding key landmarks. Song asks, what makes stage 2 zombies so dangerous? Stage 2 zombies are dangerous. Chenbi can beat them, but thousands are attacking under a lord's command. They want to us out. If they succeed, barely 10% of the settlement will survive. We need to find scouts who can track them, but Chenbi has a better idea and contacts Han. Han only has mind control, but Chenbi has a plan for him. The next day, Han checks out the villa area and loves it. He asks Chenbi for a villa if he joins the settlement, even if it's just a dream. Chenbi agrees. Now it's time to fight. They head to the TV station where the whistlers, the only zombies that can breach the wall, have gathered. Chenfa realizes these whistlers are key to the Lord's plan, so the Lord won't want them dead. He tells Han to get ready to use his powers. Dreamy and Chenbai fly up. Dreamy screeches to draw the zombies, but they leap at her too fast. She can't dodge in time. Luckily, Chenbai protects his apprentice with his new Hellfire attack. He quickly absorbs the last whistler, getting his rewards after killing 297 zombies today. But Meng Ming is worried. It's only day 2, and elite zombies are already here. Under the Lord's command, their attack will be perfectly coordinated and dangerous. We must kill the Lord first. Organized attacks are a real threat. Suddenly, a dagger narrowly misses Chenbai. It's from Han, carrying a message. The Lord's coordinates have been found. They regroup, and Han is thrilled. Chenbai is excited to finally locate the Psychic Lord, but Chenbai wants to fight in the real world so he can broadcast it to everyone. He lets Han go ahead to clear stage 2 elite zombies in the next zone. They are dangerous and have piercing screams, but the two can handle it. In the misty northern mountains, Chenbai arrives. Even without his skills, he can smell the stench of the virus. The Lord is close. Elite speed zombies ambush him. Chenbai pretends to be weak, letting them dominate. Then, he sneaks behind them and counters with a lucky back kick, turning the tide. He defeats and absorbs both bodyguards. His claws evolve into a sharp, mantis-like blade form, ready for blood. A sharp chill hits Chenbai from behind. The Lord appears, furious about his dead bodyguards. Chenbai strikes first, thinking the boss seems weaker than expected. Suddenly, Sun Zichong hugs him tight, stunning him. All the beautiful girls from the villa arrive to celebrate his victory. Chenbai feels happy but quickly snaps out of it. It's an illusion. The Lord is playing with his emotional weaknesses. Chenbai breaks the hallucination and clears his mind. The Lord's powerful illusion couldn't trick his judgment. The Lord looks shocked. Chen realizes the boss only has mind powers, which are useless against his sharp intellect. The live broadcast fills with real-time comments. Some call it a scam. Others guess what the illusion was. And some praise Chenbai, thinking the Lord is a joke. The stream cuts to the city wall. Giant zombies are using smaller ones as clubs to smash everything. Zombies try to launch themselves over the wall. Sun Zichong orders her men to hold the line and fight back. B-level and C-level evolvers use weapons, shields, and ranged attacks to blast the zombies head-on. But a screaming monster stuns the warriors. Word spreads that the 4th sector wall has just been breached by the zombie horde. Song Zichong proves her leadership. She tells everyone to stay calm and summons a giant blade to slash through the crowd of zombies. The stream viewers admire her, and many are crushing on her. Other stream viewers criticize Chenbai for fighting the Lord's giant henchman, Chaser, who is just as strong as the Lord himself. Commenters note Chenbai must kill the Lord first to stop the psychic attacks. The Lord tries to devour him mentally, but Chenbai uses flames and blades to slice through him. Now he faces Chaser, whose body is already failing due to Chenbai's plague. Chenbai gets incredible rewards this time. He can even combine them to make powerful compound equipment. The comments go wild over the loot. A Lord's Brain for mind control, Tyrant Bones for stat boosts, an Apostate's Heart for mental shields, and rare catastrophic evolution gear. A notification pops up. If he kills 100,000 monsters, his gear will evolve into a growth-type weapon. Even Bai finds the rewards complex, so he keeps it simple. He wonders if the Black Light virus can evolve further. He devours his victims to find out, unlocking a new form. He opens his skill panel, showing unlocked forms: Claw, Earth Spike, Swift Slash, Formless Blade, Heavy Hammer, Whip, and Shield. Arm Shield and Muscle Strength remain locked. His skill trees merge into Air Dash, Advanced Tracking, and the Taijon Spike. Keeping it simple, he spends all points on the virus and equips the Growth Gloves. With upgrades done, he tests his Air Dash, which lets him move mid-air at the cost of stamina. Consecutive uses drain more energy. Now he knows his true limits. In the surveillance room, Luli sees the Lord is dead and tells Song Zichong. She switches the cameras to the Fignkra battlefield while Su-Xin heals Song Zichong. Su-Xin has dark circle from working non-stop. Song Zichong tells her to rest so they can celebrate their victory later. Otherwise, they won't have the energy to welcome Chenbai. Suddenly, Qin Ling Yu sends an urgent update. Things are looking bad. Even without their lord, the zombies are mindlessly driven to destroy the settlement. 3 areas are near collapse. In sectors west 6 to 8, even tank fire can't hold them back. The west wall will fall in 3 minutes. The zombies are eating it faster than it can heal. Wei Shui's eyes bleed from tracking the battlefield. Song smiles optimistically. Sichong tells Qin Lingling Yu to watch her as she heads to the front lines. San and Lang Shuang are fighting hard and reinforcements have arrived. But the zombie horde is just too massive. A sudden flash of slashes cuts down a crowd of zombies. A familiar voice teases Song for ignoring warnings and entering the fight. Recognizing him, Song cheers. The Lord is dead. Chennai is here. Hope returns to the army. Under Chennai's command, everyone charges to wipe out the zombies for good. 4 days later, Ches and Song Chong look over the ruined city and heavy losses. They realize they were overconfident and would have lost completely without Chennai and Mong. Leo, the goblin trade god, tells them to cheer up. He reveals the death toll is lower than expected. Plus, they finish the mission, making this the first new city-state since the apocalypse. A system alert pops up. The S-Rank Gold City Foundation has begun. Chennai heads to the base of the mountain where a giant orb appears. The crowd watches in a mix of awe and confusion. The system says only Sun Zichong can touch the city core, but someone tries anyway. Song Chong had already scouted this perfect spot before Chenbisi and Sun Zichong even arrived. The area is perfect for defense, growth, and transport. Chenbi praises Song's planning. Before Leo leaves, Song ensures Chenbi, officially named the city lord. The system accepts, crowning Chenbi as the White Emperor of the new city, Ezra 1. The system grants new perks. Enemies in the city lose half their stats. Sun Zichong gets the top manager role, boosting her stats by 80%. A World Notice awards Chennai 10 reputation points for building the first S-rank city. The crowd cheers. Leo says his investment is done and reminds Chenbi of his next myth. Chenbi replies, "You gave me the hardest difficulty, you know." Chenbi gives Sun Zichong his reward, a Galaxy-class supercomputer. She can use it to upgrade city planning, transport, and infrastructure to the absolute max. Though the world is broken, Chenbi is confident. He knows their new weapons and buildings must completely move past old designs. They need a whole new way of thinking. Knowing current systems are flawed, Chenbi plans to use the new S-rank blueprints like a cloning center for second lives. Virus King City will become the floating city of the future. Soon, Meng approaches her master with 3 new skills she learned from the dream world. Dream Totem Enchantment triggers dreams with white noise. Sleepiness lets her control dreamers with suggestions, just like Inception. Her 3rd skill lets her freely enter and exit dreams, or pull others back to reality. It's basically teleportation inside the dream world. Meng asks her master for help training her stats. Chenbai sends her to the mountain to feed, while Sichong gathers people to test her skills. Songchong reminds him not to stay out too late, as they have a special party planned for him. At the after-party in the villa, Chenbi is in bed with almost all the girls. Sun Zichong says Dreamy is still training in the dungeon. Chenbi plans to visit her after the party to handle dream business. Meanwhile, the girls ask Chensi for skill advice. He reviews them one by one, telling Songchong that her A-rank amethyst skills make her a queen, not just a warrior. Focus on amethyst evolution over spirit enhancement, Chenbi says. Your eyes can scan stats and read minds. You can trap anyone who looks at you in a state of confusion. Song finds it amazing. Next, he checks Wei's skills. Your threat vision is already great. If you unlock shared vision, you can show your team what you see. That's God-level support on the battlefield. He turns to Louis' illusion skills. Your skill turns illusions into reality. If an enemy believes your fake bomb is real, it will actually explode and do real damage. While powerful, the illusion only works if she is clever enough to trick them. The girls are stunned. Chenbi then praises Susan's B-rank rapid recovery, calling it the best he's ever seen. He looks at Chinlu's concentration skill. If you bring your legal focus to the battlefield and lock onto an enemy, this becomes a god-level skill. Excited, Chinling immediately focuses on pleasing her master, but Chenai stops her before things get too intense. He snaps her out of it. You can't control what you focus on yet. That lack of control could get you killed in battle. Finally, he checks San. Your intelligence skill multiplies your stats tenfold and lets you learn 10 times faster. With practice, you could match my physical strength or beat me in other ways. Afterward, Sun Zichong gives everyone a pep talk. Suddenly, Ling Shuang walks in asking for advice on her skills too. Han wakes up to see Chenbi, realizing they are in the dream world. Dreamy is exhausted from transporting Chenbi so far, so Chenbi tells her to rest. Han and Chenbi discuss the new city. Che asks, how many stat points did you and Dreamy get for helping kill those elite zombies? Han explains that a combined scream from the zombies knocked him out instantly. Chenbi changes the subject, reminding Han to keep his pioneer status a secret. They then head out to scout. The plague seal on Chennai's hand has been pulsing all day. Ever since Han pointed out the chemical factory, Chenbi looks at his mask, which can purify bloodlines into S-rank essence. He hesitated to use it around Leo. Suddenly, Han points out a green mist in the distance. Han knows the chemical factory well. It's where his dad used to work. Han acts nervous as they approach the creepy factory. Chenbi tells him, stay at least 10 meters away from me if you want to stay safe. Then he orders Han to lead the way inside. Wearing a creepy mask, Han reluctantly follows. Meanwhile, Chennai's plague seal glows and pulses wildly. A system alert triggers an A-rank quest. Find the source of the mutation in the factory. The reward is an A-rank bacterial cultivation skill. Chenbi steps into the virus-filled building. After reaching level 10 stats, Chenbi can naturally control all viruses within a 10-meter radius. He can feel the power clearly. Hunts out a huge mutated mosquito. Chenbi instantly morphs his arm into blade and slices it in half. He loves virus zones, but he hates mosquitoes. That mosquito was guarding the mushroom. Don't get close. One sniff and your lungs will collapse in seconds. Chenbi really creeps me out. This mushroom isn't the source of the plague, but it's full of viruses. Instead of saving it, Chenbi decides to eat it. Han stays on guard while Chenbi eats. One bite of this mushroom gives more virus energy than several elite zombies. Next, they head to Han's dad's old dorms. Han can't find clues for his quest, so he just focuses on following Chenbi's orders carefully. They reach the sewage tank, the source of the strongest virus signals. 2 giant centipedes are there. Han remembers getting dizzy here before. The place looks totally different now. There are giant mushrooms and mutated bugs everywhere. Put up your psychic barrier to block the plague. A creepy voice calls out to the plague cult. Chenbi rushes in and stabs the saint in the chest, but his top-tier blades can't even scratch him. His defense is way above an A-rank boss. The saint prays for the plague to spread, but suddenly kneels before Chenbi instead. The level 71 boss, Plague Bishop Puka Shumi, vows absolute loyalty and eternal service to Chenbi. A level 71 boss already. Chenbi is shocked. He remembers the max level from his past life was 79. How did this guy level up so fast? Are you sure you want to serve me? The high priest's sacrifice brought you here. You must be the plague god. Chenbi loves this storyline. The cultists offer him powerful treasures to match his strength. They can't transfer the treasures directly due to system restrictions. They sacrifice so much just to help him early on. Chenbi understands, and Puka bows to his wisdom. Fine, then just give me your class transfer scrolls instead. Puka offers an S-rank Plague Knight, an S-rank Zergmaster, and an SS-rank Doom. Prince Scroll Han is jealous, but Chenbi demands a triple S scroll. Puka explains it's impossible this early, but Chenbi refuses anything less. Impressed by his ambition, Puka mentions there might be one way to get it. It's a gamble, and Chenbi must do it alone. The cult can open a portal to Earth's worst historical plague. If he collects the plague seeds there, he can craft a triple S scroll. If there's a chance, Chenbi is in. Puka bows deeply, pledging his absolute devotion. Suddenly, Puka's chanting turns into screams as he transforms into a massive monster. A system prompt appears, enter the secret dungeon. Howling of 80 million souls. The entrance closes in 3 minutes. Chenbi decides to leave Han behind so he doesn't die. Han looks relieved. A top-tier boss just sacrificed his life to open this place. It's a complete death trap. Later, Han chats with the Pioneer group. They need help, but Chenbi is busy. After they jokingly threaten him, Han explains the crazy situation they're in. The group is shocked that Chenbi's attack didn't even scratch the boss. They realize Chenbi is playing on a completely different level now. Don't compare yourselves to Master Chenbi. Meanwhile, inside the portal, the hourglass on Chenbi's neck begins to glow. Chenbi lands outside a city with beautiful Roman architecture. So my mission is in Florence, the city of art. But the city is completely empty. After searching for a while, he finally hears someone coughing in a dark alley. A sick man tells him to stay away. Feeling bad, Chenbi uses his powers to extract the Black Death virus from the man. A quest pops up. Collect the seeds of the plague. He realizes this is the Black Death that will kill 80 million people. Collecting them will give him the class scroll, but he isn't sure how to find them yet. The curse is lifted. You are God's messenger. The person is actually a pretty girl who wants to be his disciple. Chenbi decides to take her in to get information and build his fame. Which god do you serve, she asks. I am the plague god myself. Go tell everyone I can cure the plague at the main square. The girl runs through the streets shouting, the plague god is at the main square. He can cure the disease. The citizens recognize her as Elena. Seeing her completely healthy gives them hope, though some think she has gone crazy from the sickness. The church took all our money and let my family die. Look at me, I'm cured. When someone doubts her, she yells back, I've been shouting for hours without coughing once. That's proof. He doesn't want your money or sacrifices. People slowly step out of their homes to check if she really is free of fever. The shock on their faces says it all. Wearing a plague doctor mask, Chenbi wonders how he'll travel the world dating to 80 million people. Soon, Elena brings a crowd. Kids, come here, don't be afraid. They panic when they see dark tentacles, but the children instantly feel better. Realizing their kids are cured, the parents burst into tears and hug each other. Thank the Lord of Light. The crowd cheers. Elena snaps. Idiots. This was the plague god, not the church. They offer devotion, but Chenbi tells them, go home and rest. Your bodies are weak, and I have more children to save. Elena prepares to lead them to clear the city's plague. Suddenly, loud footsteps echo. The Vatican Knights are entering the square. You fools follow a fraud. Plagues are God's punishment. 3 knights stab Chenbi right in the stomach. Repent, sinners. But when they pull back, she doesn't have a single scratch. The crowd gasps at the miracle. Elena grabs a stone to fight back, but Chem stops her. I'm fine. She knows mortal blades can't hurt him, but she still wants them punished. Punish them, Elena cries. But Chenbi acts mercifully. They are no threat to me. My only goal is to end this plague, no matter how many swords face me. The crowd cheers wildly for their new god. The knights realize they've lost control. It has only been 3 days, but Chenbi completely owns this city. Back at the church, the bishops argue. Sending only 3 knights was a huge mistake. Bishop Hakken blames the archbishop for being too hesitant. Bishop John defends his decision, showing what Chenbi did. He appeared out of nowhere and cured the plague. They couldn't prepare for a man who heals the masses. His followers aren't forced to do anything. Plus, Chenbi brings new ideas like germ theory and hygiene. Hakken is furious. John doesn't care about the church or the Lord, claiming it's not their place to protect him. Hakken writes to the Pope about what happened in Florence. Meanwhile, Chennai finally condensed a plague seed. But things still look bad. He almost wiped out the plague, yet barely made progress on his mission. He receives a plague pillar as a reward to baptize and cure infected followers. He realizes he will have to travel the whole world after all. Publicly, he explains that the temporary plague pillar will cure anyone still sick. Chennai announces he must leave Florence, and eventually, this world. After wiping out the plague and reminding them of microbiology, he wishes them well. He leaves Elena in charge as the crowd chants his words. Though he hates fanaticism, Chenbi needs their deep faith to spread his message and collect seeds. Using the name of God turns a 10-year process into just a few days. A knight bows to the Pope, reporting the failed expeditions. It seems demons are behind the sudden return of the plague. The Pope tells Knightmaster Saurum about a pagan from Florence who claims he can cure the plague. Saurum thinks it's a scam, but is shocked to hear it worked. The Pope believes Chennai is a demon, creating problems just to solve them and mislead souls. Saurum is outraged. The Pope gives him a holy spear to slay the demon for the Church and the Lord. Meanwhile, the Pope manages to lure Chenbi into the Vatican Square. Back to Chennai, a little boy welcomes him, saying he heard stories of the plague healer and wants to announce his arrival to everyone. It's ironic. Ever since his fame grew, other churches and cities have been blocking and shunning him completely. Yet, the church headquarters welcomes him openly using a healthy messenger. He knows it's a trap to kill him, but a direct confrontation is exactly what Chenbi needs to fix the Vatican. Crowds gather, whispering that the Vatican is judging a demon who cures the plague. Others wonder why someone who heals people is being put on trial. Saurum appears with the Spear of Longinus, announcing that God ordered the Pope to execute Chenbi. Chenbi recognizes his enemy's armor and prepares for a massive showdown. He proclaims he is a plague healer, and anyone claiming God wants him dead is lying. The Pope counters, calling him an abyss demon leading people astray. The crowd starts whispering, if this plague healer is real, shouldn't they let him cure the sick people first? Sensing the crowd's doubt, the Pope screams at Chenbi. He claims that if Chenbi only cured bodies, God might show mercy, but his real goal is to steal souls and drag them to hell. Disgusted, Saurum charges with his spear, but Chenbi stops it with a single finger. Chenbi warns him not to stain a holy spear with more innocent blood. Flipping the Pope's logic, Chenbi states that anyone stopping the plague's cure is the real demon, meaning the Pope. Suddenly, Chenbi attacks the Pope, shocking everyone. Standing over him, he demands the Pope show his true form. Before the crowd can react, the Pope transforms into a zombie-like demon. It went exactly as Chenbi planned. He had secretly mixed demon blood and zombie essence earlier to expose him. The crowd is horrified. The demonic Pope attacks Chenbi with fire. With flames, he looks like the devil himself, leaving Saurum completely shattered. Realizing the Pope's body can't handle the demon genes, Chenbi calls down a spectacular divine punishment, condemning those who block the cure and oppress the suffering. Suddenly, the demonic Pope coughs blood and explodes. Saurum falls to his knees, repenting for being blinded. Chenbi comforts him, saying, God doesn't punish humans, and he only came to end the plague. With the church ruined, the plague cult thrives, and cities everywhere open their gates to Chenbi. Chenbi travels through Africa, Asia, and Oceania for a year and a half. Clearing a dungeon in a day is easy, but spending 2 years waiting for the pillar to absorb the plague seeds is exhausting. Finally, it's time to go home. A system prompt asks if he wants to collect all the seeds from the pillar. The people watch in awe, saying goodbye to their god. Elena, now the high priestess, cries as she says goodbye. The followers believe Chennai is returning to the realm of gods, reflecting on what their cult truly means. They don't worship doom or death. The plague isn't their god, but their teacher. They believe in spreading happiness and harmony, studying the disease so it can never harm them again. They vow to stay strong and promise their god that one day, they will turn this knowledge into a weapon against the demons. As Chennai leaves, he hears them chant his favorite slogan, all things destined to die are truly immortal. A system alert confirms the mission is complete. He receives the life and death job change scroll. Chenbi examines the scroll, unsure of its power. Upon exiting the dungeon, he learns his factory mission failed. Puka wasn't the source. It was likely the giant mushroom around him. He catches up with Susha Chong. She speaks as if little time has passed, revealing only 4 days went by outside. Chenbi is shocked that his year and a half in the dungeon was compressed into 4 days, guessing it's the hourglass's power. On the chat, Han and the others discuss the failed factory mission. Chenbi checks the pioneer group and finds them incredibly supportive. Here, failure is just a stepping stone. They talk about a level 71 saint who sacrificed himself. Chenbi surprises everyone by announcing he got the SSS profession scroll. Han suggests turning their chat into an official league to gain public recognition. Chenbi likes the idea but puts it to a democratic vote, requiring a 2/3 majority. Exhausted from his long journey, Chenbi asks Han to find him a villa. He's tired of living in his cramped apartment. Han finds him a secure villa. Unbeknownst to him, 2 ghost girls are hiding in the basement, terrified and ready to attack. Chenbi lies on the bed, enjoying modern comforts, and takes out a D-grade Chinese pillow from his inventory. The system panel says, the pillow blocks mental attacks while sleeping. He didn't know dungeon items could retain their properties outside. He checks his inventory, a Buddha's relics, a rare coin, the Eye of Horrors, and the Spear of Longinus. He realizes these items are now recognized by the system because he got them before the world changed. He examines the Spear of Longinus. It's only F rank now but can awaken, and it inherently rejects evil. Sarum gave it to him as a gift, and holding it feels surprisingly pleasant. When he lets go, his hand is slightly burned. He realizes the Holy Spear considers him evil or corrupt. If it were an S-rank weapon, it probably would have melted him instantly. Before he can put it away, he hears a noise outside the door. A knife flies at him, and he catches it with 2 fingers. His reflexes tell him a weak spirit through it. He considers using Hellfire, but doesn't want to wreck the villa. Plus, his skills don't work well on spirits. He sees a locked spirit virus skill, resets his points and unlocks it. Flying objects stop instantly. Using his senses, he detects 2 intelligent spirits talking. The younger spirit begs her sister not to hurt Chenbi. These are high-level spirits, even if throwing things is petty. Chenbi uses his senses to study them. The older spirit is aggressive and wants to kill him for trespassing. Both are S-rank, one good, one evil, and the evil one is slightly stronger. Another knife flies at him, and he calls out the spirit's name, Yankee. The younger one begs him to spare her sister. Chenbi just wants them to listen. The older spirit calls him a pervert, but Chenbi flips it back on her. He asks them about the world's changes and their system panels. Chenbi realizes they are wanderer spirits. He watches them shape energy into clothes from scratch. The yin and yang techniques will be useful for them. In the mental hospital dungeon, they train together. The good spirit uses peaceful energy, while the evil one uses dark thoughts. They work on mastering their skills. The evil spirit asks Chenbi for feedback on her progress. However, Chenbi senses she is trying to plant dark thoughts in his mind. Angry that he saw through her, she claims he is naturally evil, which is why her power failed. Suddenly, his chat alerts him with a ding. Mung Mang messages him. Sword Immortal wants to team up for a secret nightmare dungeon. The location is a mountain path, and they want Chenbi to join, even though only swordsmen can lead. The level cap is 10. Chenbi didn't know Sword Immortal in his past life. Sword Immortal explains the dungeon is tied to national cultivation, so party slots are limited, including one for Zengu. Chenbi agrees to join since he is under level 10. He tells the spirit girls to finish training, as the dungeon boss uses mind attacks they aren't ready for. Mung is waiting with Zengu, who wears traditional clothes and greets Chenbi respectfully. Another heavily armed man arrives, revealing he is Chushun from the chat. Chenbi notices Chushun's massive weapon inventory. He is an S-rank weapons expert, who creates new sword techniques using mental strength. Chenbi praises his skills. The system notification tells them to climb Sushin Mountain. The simple description feels wrong for an S-rank mission. The path ahead must be highly dangerous. As they begin the climb, Chenbi senses their first challenge coming. They see a man in traditional clothes chanting about the 5 elements. Chenbi tries to approach him, but the closer he gets, the harder it is to reach the man. Chenbi suspects it's an illusion, but the others think the poem holds clues. A thick mist covers the path, matching the water element from the poem, sensing danger. Chenbi puts on his special gloves to prepare for a sudden attack. An incoming blade slashes through the mist, and Chenbi blocks it with his armor shield. Chushin is shocked his sword intent failed to detect it. Zengu uses a talisman to create a golden shield, but another attack strikes. Chenbi touches the blade embedded in the shield to study its design. Chenbi tames the sword and identifies it as the level 12 Azure Water Dragon sword, which grows 5 times stronger in the mist. He suggests Chushun should use it, but Chushun insists Chenbi keep it since he tamed it. Dreamy predicts they will collect 5 elemental swords by the end of the trial. However, Chenbi can only carry 3 swords right now. The group moves forward with high morale. 10 minutes later, the mist clears, meaning the water trial is over. They have completed 1/5 of the trip, but Chushun notices a forest of unnatural spirit wood ahead. Every tree and blade of grass feels hostile. This next challenge seems too big for just one person. It will take teamwork. Chushun and Zengu try to decode the old man's poem for clues about monsters in the grass. Before they can figure it out, the battle is already over. Chen Bai stands on a pile of chopped wood holding 2 weapons. He has already claimed the second elemental weapon, a level 12 wood sword. The boys look comically embarrassed as Dreamy tells them to move faster. They realize Chennai is simply too quick for them to even see the action. The old man chants about rocks and cliffs, breaking travelers down. Suddenly, the earth sword attacks through heavy sandstone. Meng advises Zengu against using his shield, warning it will ruin their mobility. She passes out goggles to protect their eyes from the sandstorm. As they push forward, Zengu complains that the blinding sand makes it impossible to see. Chenbai repeatedly air dashes to block the flying debris, draining his stamina. He realizes the earth sword attacks right after brief ground tremors. He tells the team to focus on the vibrations. They anticipate the next strike, deflect it, and clear the obstacle. Chenbi decides not to take the earth sword. It doesn't combine well with his wood and water swords, and he can only hold 3 weapons anyway. The old man warns of a scorching fire sword. Soon the heat drains everyone's energy. Chenbai stays calm, knowing the sword feeds on exhaustion and will strike when they let their guard down. As Zengu collapses from heat, a blade flies at him. Chen blocks it, disarms the weapon, and tames the flame spirit sword. He tells everyone to drink water and keep moving. Soon they leave the scorching heat behind. The old man chants about a body-breaking golden flash. Chenbi senses a combat-heavy trial ahead. He puts his gloves back on, confident his new fire sword will give him an advantage. They reach a grand monument where the golden spirit sword sits half-buried. Chushun is disappointed by its dull, unpolished look, but Chenbi tells him not to overthink it. He throws his 3 swords at the weapon to start the fight, and it strikes back. As they fight, the sword turns brilliant and grand. They realize that taking damage actually refines and purifies the blade. The sword moves too slowly, so Chennai activates his giant fist skill and repeatedly punches it. The others wonder if this purification process is endless, allowing the sword to grow stronger forever. When Chennai finally takes the sword, it is paper-thin but packed with energy. Its power grows as his stamina drops, though it still isn't at full potential. To test it, Chenbai squeezes the blade until it shatters. It broke too easily, making him glad he didn't keep it. The old man passes them, warning that the mountain path is endless for those without true courage and clear intent. He warns them to turn back, calling the journey a hollow quest for worthless immortality. Suddenly, golden lightning strikes down. It doesn't hurt them but leaves a high-level artifact, a map totem, in one of their hands. A treasure chest appears. Zengu realizes this is Chu Chun's mysterious dungeon. For now, they focus on opening the chest and checking the rare high-level map totem inside. Chen can't stay long. He needs to change his class to complete Lord Liato's mission and stop being stuck at level 10. Chuishan trusts Chen to share the chest items, happy enough with just the totem. Later, an exhausted Chen rests in his beautiful villa after the grueling dungeon run. The spirit girls tease him for looking weak. Chen scoffs, confident they can't beat him even if they go intangible. One girl bets she can take him down in 3 seconds. Chen bets a rare skill book that they can't. As expected, the girls tire themselves out without even making Chen flinch. He didn't even try. The older spirit flirts with him, but Chen quickly changes the subject. Even though they lost, he still hands them the skill book to use later since they are too exhausted right now, then prepares to leave. When the girls ask about going to River City, Chen puts it off, citing more urgent matters. Chen holds an S-rank Demon Hunter promotion scroll, but he needs a triple S scroll from the Abyss. Without it, he will stay trapped at level 10. Since he has no leads on a triple S scroll, Chen decides to use this S-rank scroll in the Abyss to trigger the promotion quest. He enters the first layer of the Abyss, where monsters view him as food. The nostalgic Seton reminds him of his past life. Ignoring the quest to kill 100 demons, his real focus is the Abyss well. However, the endless swarms chasing him are becoming incredibly annoying. An abyssal volcano erupts, empowering the demons and raining down hatching eggs. Chen must be careful. If he accidentally pairs, the S-strength scroll will forcefully advance him to the next standard stage, ruining his plans. A level 16 pure-blooded demon named Fergus confronts him in the demon language, calling Chen his dinner. Amused, Chen responds in the same language, keeping the demon talking. Fergus freezes when Chen casually mentions he already wiped out every other monster nearby. Needless to say, Fergus didn't survive the encounter. Chen speeds up to outrun the remaining demons. It takes him 6 days to finally reach the Abyssal Well. This well was his safe zone in his past life, as low-level demons fear it. Tired from the journey, Chen decides to rest, noting his inventory is full of demon blood samples. A level 18 fish demon prince interrupts him, furious that a human is causing chaos. Recognizing his royal status, Chen prepares to take him down quickly and cleanly. The Fish Prince wields a massive water trident against Chen's blazing hellfire armor. The prince whose father rules the 17th layer insults Chen's hellfire armor as a weak and cowardly defense. Chen quickly turns the tables. Evading an attack, he reveals 3 swords aimed directly at the prince. With a swift, brutal strike, the swords pierce the Fish Prince, instantly defeating him. His artifact mask absorbs the prince's blood, pushing Chen's collected demonic essence into the tens of thousands. He loots a C-rank trident. Though low tier, its ability to grant underwater breathing makes it highly valuable to him. With the prince dead, Chen looks into the abyssal well, recalling the old saying, "When you stare into the abyss stares back." The well begins to evaluate him. In his past life, many level 10 warriors ran away from this well, and those who entered never returned. The Abyss tests Chen, scrutinizing his low level and bloodline in an attempt to break his confidence. Ultimately, the Abyss accepts him, promising a SSS Abyss Overlord advancement scroll upon completion. Conquering his fear, Chen leaps into the pit. The trial requires him to fight level 10 projections of every demon lord, fully restoring his status before starting. He notices the 70-year cooldown on his hourglass resets, but it locks his checkpoint to the start of the trial. Reaching the bottom, seeing his hourglass completely reset fills him with confidence. A massive blade appears, belonging to the level 10 demon lord Balhen. The trial begins, but Chen knows this first opponent isn't a threat. With all his skills refreshed, Chen goes all out, clearing the first 17 floors with barely a scratch. By floor 66, the difficulty spikes. Even with 2 lifetimes of combat experience, the raw power of these legendary level 10 demon projections pushes him to his limits. Chen trades blows, taking a shoulder wound to stab his enemy's chest. Realizing instinct isn't enough, he must look for weak points and for a brutal war of attrition. Though impaled, the demon retaliates, piercing Chen's body. As the demon mocks his foolish human nature, Chen notices his hourglass has successfully activated. Exploiting demon's arrogance, Chen barely holds on and prepares to turn the tables. After countless brutal fights, he reaches the 100th floor. Ironically, his final opponent is a level 10 fallen demon, the weakest type. The demon is nowhere to be seen. Refusing to let his guard down, Chen realizes this floor requires stealth and perception rather than just brute strength. Suddenly, his own shadow morphs and the demon leaps out to ambush him from behind. He instinctively triggers the hourglass checkpoint, but the demon decapitates him instantly. That marks his second death in the trial. He remembers asking the first floor demon about the 100th floor, only to be told to go to hell. These projections know they are just fake copies, so they have absolutely no fear of death. Unlike them, Chen is real. Throughout his 100th-floor climb, he gathered intel, learning on floor 72 that his final opponent would be a low-class fallen demon with states weaker than a human's. The demons he killed warned him about the 100th Lord, Gilbert, a legendary shadow sword master. On the 100th floor, Chenbi is instantly decapitated. This S-class shadow demon uses deadly surprise attacks. Chenbi has no advantage against shadow skills. He must keep moving and spread his virus. He is exhausted from 99 floors, and his body is twitching. He needs the hourglass to recover. Suddenly, a bright light shines as Gilbert descends and attacks Chenbi. Chenbi realizes he won. The virus already infected Gilbert, and the abyss limits the demon's power. Gilbert promises a rematch later. Chenbi reaches 200th floor and challenges the fallen angel Elmira. Elmira wants to let him pass without a fight to avoid hassle, but she is curious about him. Bored, Elmira offers him wine and asks how he beat 105th Swamp Lord. Chenbi says he forced the monster to overeat his own poisoned arms. The Lord melted into sludge after Chenbi repeatedly tore off his own regenerating arms to poison him. She then asks about the sea monster. Chenbi stole a trident to win the sea battle. Intrigued, she asks about the 153rd floor girl. Chenbi died 15 times before eating her. His virus failed against her extreme heat. She had a lava body, used camouflage, and healed inside the lava whenever hurt. It took 5 days to exhaust her heat reserves. She was his toughest opponent so far. He dismisses the 186th Lord as just gross. Elmira notes he hasn't drunk his wine. He knows it's poison because he already died from it once. Elmira wants to fight him directly now, and Chenbi feels excited to face someone so strong, but she lazily declines, completely ruining his excitement and leaving him deeply disappointed. She warns him that the next layers contain 6 divine title holders meant to drain his energy. Chenbi takes a 1-hour rest to plan how to beat 6 gods without relying on his hourglass. He hopes they cannot erase him from existence. As long as he can reset, he can beat anyone. On floor 235, Salisbury traps Chenbi in a dream where a goddess begs him for mercy. As Salisbury tries to steal his soul, Chenbi's swords attack. Chenbi broke the illusion easily, exhausted. After 250 floors and 1,000 resets, he just wants to rest. He thanks Salisbury, as the challenge reminded him of his true purpose and fueled his drive. Salisbury accepts defeat and reveals that there are less than 300 floors total. and most are empty. Chenbi learns the empty floors are actually completely destroyed from previous intense battles. Chenbi thanks Salisbury and promises to return for a real fight after the trial. Rejuvenated after floor 235, Chenbi chooses only a 1-second break. The collapsed floors allow him to skip 44 levels straight to floor 279. Floor 270 is a bloody maze guarded by Baphomet, a bull god. Chenbi prepares for incoming attacks. Suddenly, a giant minotaur appears behind him and throws a punch. Chenbi blocks the punch with a shield and transforms his arm into a blade to kill it. The body melts into the ground. It was just a blood clone. Chenbi realizes he must learn the maze. He faces a stronger level 2 clone. It's 5 times stronger the more it enjoys fighting. Chenbi punches the clone and finishes it off with sudden earth spikes. As he goes deeper, the clones reach levels 4 and 5. He struggles more, bracing for level 10. His body shakes as he faces a level 7 clone. The power gap is growing too vast. He cannot read its stats, but his intuition says the clone is twice as strong as him. His virus is too slow to work at this rate. He needs a new strategy. He resets and tries to run, past the clones without killing them, but a fast clone ambushes him. After beating a level 8 clone, he realizes only one clone exists at a time, getting stronger if killed. He plans to infect the clone early and lure it deep. He reallocates stats to use a mental worm for self-destruction. This new skill from his telekinesis is perfect. It exploits Baphomet's self-doubt, neutralizing his stat-boosting bloodlust. Chenbi can actually kill this god clone. It's showtime. He moves swiftly, landing a quick blow on the level 1 Baphomet before dashing forward. But he has a better idea. He grabs the Minotaur by the horn and drags it along until it finally breaks free. The monster is already coughing and struggling to breathe as its stats drop. The system confirms the worm is active, causing mental distress. Meanwhile, Chenbi notices that leveling up isn't restoring his energy properly due to the infection. An hour later, he waits at the center of the maze. He spots the monster flying in but holds back, wanting it to level up more first. Once Baphomet hits level 9, Chen morphs his blade, ready to counter the Minotaur God clone's attack. But the clone blocks his blade and hits level 10. Its stats skyrocket, outpacing the worm's consumption. At level 10, it gains an indestructible body, meaning its health can never drop below a certain point. Still, Chenbi sees an opening when the God clone suggests peace. Hearing depression and self-doubt in its voice, Chenbi exploits it, telling the clone to let him go if fighting is meaningless. Before he can even finish, Baphomet lies down in deep depression, venting like he's in therapy. All he ever did was fight, even destroying 44 floors of the abyss. The god is having a full midlife crisis, questioning his purpose. Chenbi offers to end his misery, but it's useless. Baphomet just respawns at full strength in this maze. Acting as a therapist, Chenbi listens to the broken god. He's glad he didn't just kill him, as resetting the trial would spawn a cured, raging Minotaur. Instead, Baphomet has lost his will to fight, letting Chenbi just walk past while he reflects on life. Later in the safe zone, Chenbi realizes how dangerous a level 10 Baphomet would have been. Either way, the first god is defeated. Fast forward to floor 350. He's warned this is the largest floor in the abyss, holding the fabric of space itself. He can see the eyes of the abyss glowing with black energy and purple light. As the level starts, Chenbi is thankful for his mental worm skill. Having only used backtrack 3 times since floor 279, he waits for the system to reveal the floor boss. It's the World Devourer, the Serpent Demon Lord. To pass, he must survive the 9-headed trial. Another legendary god-level opponent. This will be deadly. One head turns and spots him immediately. The female head compliments his looks, and Chenbi easily flatters her right back. Satisfied, she passes him without a test. Chenbi bows to the goddess as she wakes up the 8th head for the next trial. This head is incredibly lazy, asking a simple math question, what's 1 plus 1? It reminds him of the lazy fallen angel, Elmira. The next head looks bored and uninterested. Before it can speak, heads 5 and 6 interrupt, demanding to go first. These heads control the elements. 1 water. They are arguing over which element is superior and demand Chenbi settle it. He must choose perfectly to please both, as angering either means instant death. It's a total trap made worse by how impatient they are. Trapped in a corner, Chenbi's only thought is to kill one of them. Head number 2 watches as the 2 fools put a mortal in an impossible choice. Chen lunges for the kill, but his strike misses. However, Head 2's warning registers with heads 5 and 6. Head 5 realizes that their competing demands make it impossible for the mortal to win, creating a guaranteed lose-lose scenario. Chenbi smiles at how ridiculous this is. Surprisingly, the heads completely overlook his murder attempt and drop their impossible trials. Seeing how childish they are, Chenbi suggests they settle their argument by competing against each other directly. But they aren't stupid. They share one body, so killing each other is suicide. Still, Chenbi points out that since they can't actually die, during the trial they can finally test who is stronger. The 2 heads think it over and immediately start trash-talking each other. Head number 1 steps in, ordering them to settle it after the trial. Calling him Big Brother, they obey. Head number 4 decides it's their turn, asking Chenbai about the Blue Star. Having wandered space aimlessly since the dawn of time, Head 4 just wants to hear a story about the Blue Star to understand what life is like there. Head 7 loves the poetic request and adopts it as his trial too. As they listen, Head 2 chimes in to ask about Blue Star philosophers. Meanwhile, Head 3 grows highly impatient with all these long stories and philosophies. Head 3 is a bully. Losing his temper, he charges a massive energy orb to attack Chenbai. The devouring power is insane, confirming this creature's divinity. The orb moves slowly, and Head 3 dares Chenbai to take it like a man. Chenbai tries using telekinesis, but it can't block the devouring energy. Its black light virus only eats flesh, making it useless here. He has only one shot. Chenbai uses his regenerative energy to feed the orb while backing away at the same speed, creating a seed zone. Head 3 laughs, warning that once the orb fills up, it will explode with triple the power. Head 9 can barely watch, but Chenbai narrowly escapes the blast. Having faced the orb head-on, he technically passes. Still wanting to play, Head 3 starts charging an even stronger orb before Head 2 scolds him. Head 3 sighs, wishing he had used the stronger version from the start. With Head 3 done, the others demand their story, philosophy, and art. Chenbai kills 3 birds with 1 stone by sharing human history and philosophy all at once. Finally, it's Head 1's turn. Instead of testing him, he tells Chenbai to sit back and watch Heads 5 and 6 fight. If he survives the crossfire, he passes. Chenbai happily agrees, realizing the lazy serpent rigged the trials. Still skeptical, he backs away to avoid getting caught in the blast. It's over. Head 5 beats Head 6. The tension is high, but normal for them. Head 6 looks completely exhausted after the loss. Head 3 complains again, angry that they let the human off so easily. Even as 5 and 6 keep bickering, Head 4 argues it's a smart investment. Since Chumbi defeated Baphomet, he might actually conquer the Abyss and become its new lord. Having the future lord of the Abyss owe them a favor would be perfect. Head 3 sees the logic, but still doubts the kid can actually clear the entire Abyss. The wolf on floor 375 is a ruthless assassin who can turn completely invisible. Head 3 is certain Chenbai won't get past him. Cut to floor 375. Chenbai is already facing the wolf god of assassination. Chenbai knows this floor will be brutal. He usually relies on stealth tactics, but fighting a master assassin is his worst nightmare. One hidden strike could end him before he even gets a fair shot. Suddenly, a trap catches his foot and flips him upside down. Chenbai quickly recovers, landing on his feet to see a massive explosive net flying at him. He hasn't even seen the enemy yet. With a loud blast, Chenbai barely escapes the explosion. But every time he gets back up, another trap triggers. When it grabs his hand, a frustrated Chenbai uses Hellfire to blast himself free. They should call you the trap god instead, you sneaky bastard, he mocks. The wolf god steps out of the shadows, introducing himself and taking the insult as a compliment. Before Chenbai can react, a sudden strike from above kills him, but time backtracks, reviving him. Realizing the assassin god Yanugu outstats him completely and uses endless traps, Chenbai changes tactics. He decides to spread his own virus beforehand, turning the tables with his own traps. If he can infect Yanugu, he can track and weaken him. After the rewind, Chen triggers a massive ground attack to expose and destroy all the hidden traps at once. He unleashes earth spikes, triggering a terrifying variety of unique traps. Within just a few meters, there are over 100 deadfalls, each one a masterpiece of cruel genius. The wolf stops him, angry that his traps were ruined. Suddenly, Chenvi is stabbed. He revives himself, but realizes Yanugu has been stalking him all along. None of his regular tactics will work now. Chenvi dies again and again by the wolf's hands. He uses his rewind ability over and over, all the way until his 8th attempt. The wolf is 3 times stronger than me. Worse, he kills me before my virus, or the worm can even weaken his stats. He plans to spread the virus first, then use the worm and the wolf's own traps to weaken him. It works. 10th try, he smiles while scouting the traps. Each rewind lets him go further back and learn more. He can win this. On his 15th try, he gets chained. By his 20th and 23rd attempts, his deaths only get messier. He is trying to make the god angry on purpose, using the wolf's rush against him. The wolf rushes through his own traps and punches Chenbi. But Chenbi notices the wolf's strength dropped by 1/3. He's only twice as strong now. The wolf ignores the traps to kill him fast, but this helps Chenbi. The traps have weakened the wolf enough that his attacks aren't deadly anymore. Now, Chenbi can fight back. Amidst the traps and spikes, Chenbi stabs the wolf with his arm blade. He can finally breathe a sigh of relief after defeating the stealth god. Floor cleared. Chenbi is thrilled. At the end, the wolf fought on pure blind rage. Without stealth, his fighting skills are terrible. In the resting zone, Chenbi sees his plague bonus is gone. His suit is badly damaged and no longer offers total protection. Only 3 gods left. Chenbi remembers Helois warning him about Macanthut, the succubus queen on floor 400. Even Helois feared her. Chenbi reaches floor 400, but finds an undead army instead of the queen. This will be easy. He readies his cursed swords and virus skills. He stands back and lets his swords fight, farming points passively. His only goal is to boost his stats past 1,000. The swords handle the horde, but random attacks still fly his way. His troubles aren't over yet. An enemy lord bypasses his psychic shield. A strike barely misses and Chenbi blocks it just in time. His shield is unbuffed against the enemy's strong psychic spear. Suddenly, Chenbi leaps straight for the boss's heart. The Lord is shocked Chenbi found him while invisible. He realizes Chenbi isn't strong but makes smart choices, having already rewound time twice. Chenbi makes the right move again and defeats Lord Gabber. Before dying, Gabber warns him that Macanthut is waiting ahead. Floor 437 is a luxury bedroom. Macanthut, the succubus queen, greets him. Is stunned by her beauty and almost gives in before snapping out of it. She smiles, inviting him closer and telling him to let his desires go. Seducing him openly, she demands he kneel, kiss her feet and become her pet. She orders him to call her master. Her charm is a weapon and there is no easy escape. She promises rewards if he becomes her pet. He can barely resist, but she lasted longer than any other man. A flashback shows Alois teaching Chenbi how to resist a succubus in the abyss. Helois explains that the queen despises men because her past lover went mad with worship. Helois then teases Chenbi, wondering if he would kneel to her. He answers that he only kneels for truly capable people like Helois. In the present, Chenbi cringes at his past words. Snapping out of it, he charges straight at the goddess. She uses her mind-controlled whip to block his attack and ties his limbs up tightly. She teases that he must beg for her. Chenbi refuses, saying he will never beg a woman. She laughs, saying a pet like him will keep her company. The whip only binds his chest, but he cannot move and the sharp barbs sting. He bluffs and mocks her skills as average, saying she is the one begging him. Realizing she hasn't used her full power, she leans in and kisses him to activate her real charm. His eyes go blank, his mind blurs, and hears he might actually lose his will. A memory of Helois flashed by. She once told him that sometimes it's okay to give up and relax. He dismisses her advice as nonsense, but the memory wakes him up. He reminds himself that the virus's urge to multiply is stronger than any desire. Suddenly, he summons his virus armor, breaks the whip, and shoves her back. The queen is shocked and furious. Her charm should have completely broken his will, yet this mortal not only resisted her power, but shattered her weapon. He grabs her from behind, his armor sharp against her skin. She knows she should kill him, but hesitates, amazed by his resistance. Chenbi feels her stop fighting back. After a brutal 3-day battle, Chenbi wins and clears floor. The queen disappears, reflecting that even though it was just her clone, the experience felt intensely real. She thinks about heading to floor 500 to face the Lord of the Night, but knows she can't win. She secretly hopes Chenbi becomes a god so she can feel that thrill again. 5 gods down, 1 to go. After resting, Chenbi reaches floor 500. A horned god with bat wings welcomes him but declares his journey ends. Here, Chenbi ignores Lord Agarus' words and readies for battle. Since the boss uses darkness, Chenbi activates Psychic and Heat Vision to track him, but it doesn't work. He can't see Agarus at all. Chenbi prepares to die a few times just to figure out the boss's pattern. Before he can even fight, a screen pops up. Floor 500 cleared. Instead of completing the abyss, it asks him to choose a recovery time, leaving him completely confused. The link to the next episode should be appearing on your screen. Just click on it and you can watch it.